Brian Shaffer was a 27-year-old medical student with a bright future. Charismatic, intelligent, and full of life, Brian had dreams of becoming a doctor and was deeply loved by friends and family alike. But on the night of March 31, 2006, Brian vanished without a trace after a night out in Columbus, Ohio. And what makes this case even more haunting is that security footage shows him entering a bar, but never leaving. How can someone simply disappear in a place surrounded by cameras, people, and police? Was it an accident, a carefully planned escape, or something far more sinister? This is the mysterious case of Brian Shaffer, a case that remains unsolved to this day. Brian was a second-year medical student at Ohio State University, known for his easygoing attitude and love for music. He had recently experienced a devastating loss. His mother, Renee Shaffer, had passed away from cancer just weeks earlier. Despite the grief, Brian was trying to stay positive and move forward. He had plans to go on a trip to Miami with his girlfriend, Alexis, and many believed he might propose during the vacation. But the weight of his mother's death still lingered. Some friends said he seemed distracted, others thought he was simply tired from the pressure of medical school. No one could have predicted what would happen next. It was the beginning of spring break. Brian and his friend, Clint Florence, went out for drinks, starting at the Ugly Tuna Saloon, a bar near the OSU campus. They bar hopped through the night, eventually returning to the Ugly Tuna just before 2 a.m. At this point, security cameras captured Brian ascending the escalator with Clint and another friend. Moments later, the footage shows Clint and the friend leaving the bar, but Brian is never seen again. Not leaving through the front, not through any exit, he's simply gone. When Brian didn't show up for the Miami trip with Alexis 2 days later, concern quickly turned into panic. His family reported him missing, and an intense search began. Authorities combed through surveillance footage from nearby businesses, searched rooftops, dumpsters, alleyways. Cadaver dogs were brought in. Still, no Brian. One major mystery: the bar's security system covered all main exits, and yet there is no footage of Brian leaving. Police speculated he might have left through an emergency exit or a staff-only area not covered by cameras. But these theories didn't quite hold up. None of the staff saw him leave, and he wasn't captured on any adjacent building footage either. As time passed, theories swirled around the internet and true crime communities. Some believed Brian may have staged his disappearance to start a new life. But why? He had no known financial issues, no signs of wanting to run, and left behind his loved ones, including his grieving father and girlfriend. Others suspected foul play. Was Brian attacked inside the bar? Did he encounter someone dangerous after leaving through a blind spot? Or could someone have lured him somewhere privately? A few theories even suggested he could have been a victim of the smiley face killer theory, a proposed serial killer or group responsible for drowning young men across the Midwest. But there was no body, no water nearby, and no direct link. One especially controversial figure in the case is Clint Florence, the friend who was with Brian that night. He lawyered up and refused to take a polygraph test. While this isn't proof of guilt, it raised red flags in the eyes of the public and of Brian's family. Brian's phone rang for months after his disappearance before eventually going to voicemail. His apartment was undisturbed. He left behind his car, wallet, and everything else. His MySpace page remained untouched. And one chilling coincidence: the Pearl Jam song "Gone" had been a favorite of Brian's. Lyrics talk about starting over, disappearing. Could this be symbolic, or just a red herring? Brian's father, Randy Shaffer, became his most dedicated advocate, launching campaigns and raising awareness about the case. Tragically, Randy died in 2008 after a freak accident at home. At his funeral, someone left a message on the family's online guestbook saying, "I love you, Dad. Brian, U.S. Virgin Islands." Police traced the message to a prankster in Ohio. Another dead end. As the years passed, hope faded. Alexis, Brian's girlfriend, eventually moved on with her life, but she has said publicly that she still wonders what happened to him. To this day, no trace of Brian Shaffer has ever been found. How can someone vanish in a bar under surveillance in a major city and leave no evidence behind? What really happened to Brian Shaffer? If you have any information, contact the Columbus Division of Police or your local authorities. And what do you think? Did Brian run away? Was he murdered? Or is there something we've all missed? Leave your theories in the comments, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications for more mysterious cases like this one, here on The Dark Enigma.